This segment is gonna cover Dhir Dhir. Dhir Dhir is a very popular bol and it's played in a lot of rele, guts, kaide, tukde, chakardars. This is what it sounds like. Dhir Dhir. And then there's the Kali version, Dhir Dhir. So essentially what I'm doing is, I'll show you on my palm, I'm actually hitting this portion of my palm right underneath my pinky and the base of my thumb onto the daya. And I begin by stroking the daya with my pinky side. So right here. So it is like that. So you kind of flick your hand onto the daya, and on the daya I'm not actually hitting the shai, I'm hitting just outside the shai. So just like that. And I'm using my whole wrist to make the movement. And then on the other side, I'm hitting the base of my palm, and I'm using my wrist to make the movement to also flick the other way. So you flick this way, and you flick that way. And you do this 2 times. De-re, de-re. So the first time you hit the shai with your pinky side, you hit gay with it. So de-re, de-re. Alright? De-re, de-re. Different ustads have a different way of playing this. All tabla players, they find a comfort zone in playing their dhir dhir. But the correct way to learn it is actually the wrist movement. So once you get the wrist movement down pat, then you can focus on the sound. So you're just flicking your wrist side to side like this. But as you're flicking your wrist, you're hitting this portion of your hand and the base of your thumb portion of your hand onto the daya. So, de-re, de-re. And then, de-re, de-re. The base of my palm, as I'm practicing this, I'm practicing the technique, I have to make sure it's above the bottom of the tabla, or right at the kinar. So I'm actually covering the whole daya with my hand. And if you listen to the sound, this is what I want it to sound like. You can add some power into it. And you could develop your own technique to create the sound, but the movement is the same of the whole Dhir Dhir Bol. So, just like that. And then what you want to do is loosen your hand. Okay? So when you loosen your hand, you're actually just moving your wrist side to side, and your hand is following along. That way, when you're hitting Dhir Dhir, there's a proper flow to it. So the idea is to create fluidity into the motion, so you can have a continuous sound of the Dhir Dhir. Just like that. So we'll practice this slow one more time. And remember, Dhir Dhir, you start from here. Dhir Dhir, Dhir Dhir. So you could sit there in front of your daya and you can just flick your hand like this just to get the sound. Right? And you can experiment with it. Move your hand up, move your hand back. Find the sweet spot of where your Dhir Dhir sounds the best. So some people play it over here, some people up here, right? Wherever the Dhir Dhir sounds the best on your hand, that's where you will get used to playing Dhir Dhir. Just like that. Okay? So Dhir Dhir. And it's a continuous motion, right? And one thing to consider is actually not tensing up your shoulders, not tensing up your arm. It's a very wrist heavy movement, right? So the more you tense up your arm, or the more you tense up your wrist even, or you try to hit it like this, in the beginning you're gonna have to practice this way, but slowly focus into just having a very smooth and fluid motion. So if you're rigid, it's gonna hinder the sound of the Dhir Dhir. It's gonna hinder the fluidity of the Dhir Dhir. and it's going to be hard to get into the Dhir Dhir when you're doing a rela or a kaida. So when you're hitting Dhir Dhir, the way to actually get into Dhir Dhir is a bol tere kit tak. And this bol is played in so many relas. This is a very prominent bol. So we've done tere kit tak before. So tere kit tak. Once you hit the tak, then you go to the Dhir Dhir. So tere kit tak Dhir Dhir. So you just get into the bol by pushing this portion of your hand up. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir. Okay? Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir. Make sure you hit the tak as well. So play this again. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir. So when I'm playing Dhir Dhir, I'm actually it's a very like loose motion for me. I'm not focusing on hitting it really hard. I'm just moving my wrist back and forth and I let my hand do the work. So da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir. So when you speed this up, you build a little better motion. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. So going up is da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir, and then coming back down, the bol is kit tak. So da tere kit tak. You played kit tak, then you do Dhir Dhir, and then you hit kit tak again. So ke ta ta k. So da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. So you start with the K and you end with the K. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. So when you put the bol together, da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. And you can add more phrases of Dhir Dhir within to continue the practice. So da tere kit tak Dhir 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 kit tak. You add it 2 times. So da tere kit tak Dhir 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 kit tak. One thing you've noticed is I'm playing the gay once when I'm playing Dhir Dhir, right? So there's Dhir, but I'm only playing gay once for the Dhir Dhir I hit 2 times. Dhir Dhir. So Dhir Dhir, playing once. You don't need to do Dhir Dhir. That's really hard to sustain at higher speeds. So it's played with 1 gay for 2 Dhir Dhirs. So Dhir Dhir. Okay? So let's practice the bol a little bit. Try to get the hang of it. So da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. And you want to practice the khali. Ta tere kit tak, and then lift up your hand. Tere tere kit tak. Ta tere kit tak. Tere tere kit tak. Practice the kit coming back part. That is usually harder to practice. Some students have a lot of trouble coming back from the Dhir Dhir, but you have to emphasize the kit tak. So the Dhir Dhir sounds very prominent in the rela. So da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Make sure you're always hitting the kit tak with accuracy. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Okay? Da tere kit tak tere tere kit tak. So this bol requires a lot of practice and a lot of riyaz. So the more you practice this bol, the better and cleaner it will sound. In the beginning, it sounds a little bit messy. That's all right. Don't get disheartened by you're not able to get the sound out. First, focus on the movement, then focus on the sound. Because once you have the movement down pat and you start building a little bit of fluidity, then the sound will naturally come to you. So let's speed up the practice a little bit. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. 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 If you've noticed, when I'm playing tere kit tak or Dhir Dhir kit tak, a lot of my shahi strokes are hit on the upper half of the shahi. And that is better for getting into the Dhir Dhir because you're already a little up on the daya. So da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Your kit tak is hit on the top half of the shahi, coming back down. So da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. So I'll show you what it sounds like a little bit faster. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit tak. Da tere kit tak. What I'm doing in the Dhir Dhir, I'm really putting in a little bit of power in the Dhir Dhir so I get a better sound. Da tere kit tak Dhir Dhir kit and I feel like I'm really grasping my daya, so I get a good grip on Dhir Dhir Dhir. Da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir 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 tirikit tak. So I'll play this a little bit faster. Da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak 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 da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak. So when you're practicing the bowl, you can add a little bit more. Da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak. You can just practice the da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak. Da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak da tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak dhir tirikit tak. Okay, so that is the bowl Dhir Dhir. So take it slow and practice as much as you can for the Dhir Dhir bowl. This is a very practice heavy bowl. So record your practice session and send us videos of the Dhir Dhir, and we'll give you some feedback on the live community.